What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and we're going to part 2 of my Kettleblack week. We are covering Osmund Kettleblack, as you knew when you were clicking it. I don't know why I do that. Like, do you know what we're covering? You clicked it. You saw the title. All right. If you've never been here before, my name is Taco. I do these all in one big long rant. Do a little bit of improv. I do have these cards so I don't get lost. And yeah, if you just want to hear a nerd reading his own crappy writing, you came to the right place. I do cover A Song of Ice and Fire characters, and I try to make them a little lesser known. Today, I'm kind of breaking that rule. Osmund Kettleblack's actually a rather big character, and this is going to be a rather long episode. But I want to cover all the Kettleblacks, right? You just can't cover the little guys. I'm doing all House Kettleblack week. Normally, I cover lesser known characters, but not today, sister or brother or brothers or the Kettleblack brothers. There we go. I brought it back. We're going to talk about the eldest brother. See, he's the one I'm pointing at right there. I use art by Elisa Porges a lot. So I'm going to give a shout out to her now. Thanks, because I use this picture a lot. So the eldest brother, Sir Osmund Kettleblack, is a member of House Kettleblack, who claims to be a hedge knight. He is the son of Oswell Kettleblack, and he has two brothers. We're going to cover all these guys, Osfried and Osney. In Storm Restores, he's twice mistakenly called Oswald. That's not even one of the Kettleblacks, dude. That's just a new name, Oswald. Oswell, Osmund. Yeah, see, Osmund. I forget myself. Osmund stands at 6'6". He's actually pretty tall. Most of it's muscle. He has the Kettleblack hook nose. Yes, bushy eyebrows and a spade-shaped beard described as brown and black. Osmund has narrow cheeks, broad shoulders, and his chest is covered in black hair. Why do I know that? Why am I bringing it up? Because Jamie constantly thinks about it. Because Jamie's crazy, and he's like, oh, that chest of hair all over my sister. I'll get to it. This is going to be a weird one, guys. Osmund thinks that he and Osprey are stronger than Osney. I added that in all of them. Like his two brothers, he is illiterate. Good job. Osmond, so am I. You guys hear how I'm reading. Osmond and his brother are amiable, being popular with both knights and servants, and are lustful for the serving ladies. Osmond or Tywin Lannister considers all three deceitful and unsavory, but none of them are as dangerous as Bronn himself. Sir Jaime thinks of Osmond as a dolt and less skilled than even Sir Loras Tyrell. According to my giant tournament I did a couple weeks ago, Loras Tyrell is very skilled because he got killed in round 1. All right, let's do this. That's the guy. Let's talk about his house. I'm going to do these like as if you haven't watched all of them, right? Because maybe you just want to learn about one of them. So I'm not treating this as really a part 2. You can skip them. So I have to repeat a lot of things. In these next 3, I will be repeating a lot of things. And something I'm repeating in all of them is who House Kettleblack is. So sorry if you're watching all 4. And you're going to have to see this slide, well, a version of this slide every time. I'm sorry. House Kettleblack is a noble house from the Crownlands. Members of House Kettleblack tend to be tall, with dark hair and hooked noses. Oh, my God. Kettleblacks are known for their unscrumptious behavior. Man, they're not tasty at all, right? Is that what that word means? During the War of the Five Kings, Sir Osmond, Osney, and Osfried are sellswords in King's Landing. Queen Cersei Lannister and her cousin Lancel find sellswords to replace House Lannister guards, led by Captain Valar, whom Tyrion has sent from the capital. So she needs some more guards for the Red Cloaks, and she gets these guys. Cersei secretly meets with the Kettleblacks to buy her own sellswords. Unbeknownst to Cersei, however, the Lannisters are bought and already being paid by Tyrion's Captain Bronn. And unbeknownst to everybody, kind of Peter is in charge of them too, but we don't need to bring up Peter. I already covered Oswell Kettleblack. Go back and watch the last one. Osmond's such a big, there's so much for Osmond. So let's really start up Osmond proper, shall we? The Sellsword. Osmund served in the Stepstones and the Disputed Lands with the Sellsword Company, the Gallant Men, fighting for Lys and then Tyro. She claims to have been knighted by Sir Robert Stone, who is now dead. Very convenient. Yeah, Jaime doesn't buy it. He's like, maybe this Robert Stone's real, or maybe he got it from a dead king in a part of a castle wall. But yeah, so we don't know if he was actually ever knighted. In order to match his brother or her brother Tyrion's personal power base of sellswords, Queen Cersei Lannister calls on the High Septum at the Great Septa Baelor as cover for secret meetings with the Kettleblack brothers, who are supposed to hire other sellswords for her. Unbeknownst to Cersei, however, we already covered this. Sir Osmond sells Cersei's secrets and provides Bronn with information about Cersei's moves. So he starts off by playing both sides, right? He's talking to Bronn, he's talking to Cersei. And then what happens? Well, he earns himself a white cloak. The white cloak. What? A Kettleblack. Kettle white. Osmond is named to the Kingsguard by Cersei when Boros Blount is stripped of his cloak. I did a video on Boros Blount, so go check it out. This is like my 4th Kingsguard. Crazy. So I covered him, covered Boros Blount, covered Lucamore Strong, and Aemon the Dragon Knight. Wow. All right. I just had that realization. Before his cowardice on the Rosny Road, Boros Blount lost his white cloak. Tyrion thinks the appointment gives another agent close to King Joffrey. Osmond eventually takes the position next to Joffrey that used to be reserved for Sandor the Hound Clegane. Osmond and his brothers become great favorites of the Red Keep, getting along with both servants and highborns with their easygoing manner and their humor. It is rumored that they get best along with the serving wenches. Although Osmond's position in the Kingsguard applies celibacy. Yeah, this bloke is celibate. Look at him. All right, let's get over to the Blackwater. Osmond and Sir Meryn Trant guard King Joffrey during the Battle of the Blackwater when Joffrey goes off to catapult the Antler men into the Blackwater. Man, the book's crazy. All right. Tyrion warns Osmond to keep the king safe in the city when Osmond tells Cersei that the Mudgate has come under attack by a ram. Naughty. Ram in that Mudgate. That sounds dirty. However, she issues an order for Osmond to bring the king from the city back to the Red Keep when Osney, that's a different one, points out Tyrion's... man, why do I use words I don't can't read? Diametrically opposite. There you go. Opposite orders. So Tyrion said, don't ever let him flee. And Cersei's like, no. Cersei threatens that she will send the Kettleblacks into the middle of the battle if they do not do as they're told. The flight of the king from the battlefield provokes some members of the City Watch to mutiny. They actually kill Ironhand here. Osmond and later conveys the news to Osney that the defenders have been saved in their combined forces by the combined forces of Lannisters and Tyrells. Oh my God. Whatever. The Battle of Blackwater. You guys know what the Battle of Blackwater is. Why do I gotta spend so much time on it? After the battle, cool. Osmond and the other remaining members of the Kingsguard spend hours knighting more than 600 men, including the other Kettleblacks. Later, while standing guard, he leers at Sansa Stark when she visits the Red Keep's Godswood. What are you leering? Why are you trying to lower her defenses? It's a Pokemon joke. We don't got time for Pokemon jokes. Yeah, we do. Recuperating from wounds suffered at the Blackwater, Tyrion regrets ever trusting Osmond. Yeah, I don't blame you. Got a hook nose. Can't trust that hook nose. I'm kidding. If you have a hook nose, I don't actually think less of you. But this week, I will make fun of hook noses because all the Kettleblacks have them. All noses are beautiful. All right, Brothers of King's Landing. Osmond's brothers, Osney and Osfrey, receive their knighthoods after the Battle of the Blackwater. Cersei has the Kettleblacks retrieve Prince Tommen Baratheon from Rosby. Varys informs Tyrion that Cersei has been flirtatious towards Osmond. Woo! Sir Osmond is one of the Kingsguards assigned to bring Sansa to the royal step for her marriage to Tyrion Lannister. Well, Mirren looks promises violence. Osmond speaks to Sansa kindly and convinces her to come along quickly. What did I just say? Mirren Trant looks like he's gonna freaking attack you, and she's scared. And then Osmond's like, "Don't worry about him, girl. We're fine. He's trying to be nice. Come along quietly." During the feast, Osmond laughs when Tyrion mocks King Joffrey. Ooh, that's a dangerous game you're playing. When Joffrey chokes to death at his own purple wedding, so this is a different wedding, Osmond rips open the king's collar to attempt to save the boy, to no success. He's like, "Damn it, man, live!" Maybe he says that. He doesn't. All right. Meeting his commander. This is a really funny chapter. When Jaime Lannister comes home and Osmond doesn't recognize him, he pokes with him. Osmond stands guard outside of the Sept of Baelor when Cersei's within with Joffrey's corpse. They also bang in there. All right. He does not recognize Sir Jaime Lannister when Cersei's disheveled brother arrives. He insults him, thinking he's just some maimed small folk, and Osmond is forced to apologize later to the Lord Commander in the Kingsguard after disrespecting him. He's like, "Where you going, old stumpy?" And he's like, "You don't know who I am?" He's like, "I'm the Kingslayer." "Oh yeah, Kingslayer." It's like, "No, I'm the Kingslayer. I'm the Lord Commander, and I'm actually in charge of you." No. Dang it. Well, you shouldn't be, Greg. That's my succession joke. All right. The Witness. Osmond is called to witness the witness for the persecution during the trial of Tyrion for the death of King Joffrey, but his testimony is false. It's a jerk. Osmond is amiable towards Jaime. Amenable towards Jaime when Kingsguard meet in the White Sword Tower. Osmond jokingly accuses the new High Septim of Joffrey's murder, which is great. And he laughs when Boros is appointed to be the food taster for King Tom. And Jaime is skeptical of Osmond's background. Osmond brings Sir Gregor Clegane his shield when the mountain duels Prince Oberyn Martell during his trial by combat. So he's kind of just a goofball. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, he kind of laughs no matter what. Somebody pokes the king, he's like, ha ha. I think he's kind of an idiot. Like, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. But, yeah, you think he's lying about his knighthood? Is there a whole symbolism between him lying about his knighthood and how Duncan the Tall probably lied about his knighthood? No, probably not. There's probably no symbolism there. They both became White Cloaks. That's all I got. The death of a lion. When Jaime helps Tyrion escape from the Black Cells, Tyrion learns from Jaime the truth about Tysha. I'm not going to get into all of that. It's one of the best scenes in the books, and they butchered it in the show. Moving on. In his fury, one of the things that Tyrion tells Jaime is that Cersei has been having sex with Osmond, Sir Lancel Lannister, and probably Moonboy for all he knows. If you've never read the books and if you've never listened to them, you don't know how many times after this moment that Jaime plays those words over and over and over again in his head. Anytime he sees any of these three, it's like he's or she's banging Osmond and Lancel and Moonboy for all I know, and he just says it over and over again. It's crazy. All right. Sir Osmond and Sir Boros Blount bring the news to Cersei that Tywin is dead. Cersei has Osmond escort her to the Tower of the Hand. Osmond and his brothers are ordered by the Queen Regent to dispose of the corpse of Shae through the secret tunnels. I'm above yelling secret tunnel, okay? Secret tunnel. Okay. Boros and the Kettleblacks also kill 2 sleeping jailers for Cersei, which upsets Jaime. So, yeah, she's like, how did they get by those guards? Oh, the guards were sleeping. And she's like, kill them. And then later, when Jaime's trying to do an investigation, even though he knows he helped Tyrion out, he's like, you killed the witness. And he takes it out on them because he can't yell at Cersei, so he yells at the Kettleblacks about it. It's going to get brought up a lot. All right, Cersei's plots. Osmund guards one of the doors of the small hall for the feast after King Tommen weds Marjorie Tyrell. Afterwards, Cersei has Osmund guard her while she has the Tower of Hand destroyed by wildfire. God, I wish they used that in the show, because that's a scene. Holy crap. In order to ruin Marjorie, Cersei plots for the young queen to be found in bed with Osney by Osmund. So this guy's going to find Marjorie and Osney together. Osney is unable to seduce Marjorie. She's on the hypnosis, however, so Osmund can't find them. Oh, dang it. Cersei wants Osmund to command the Kingsguard when Jaime departs for the Siege of River Run, but Lord Commander insists that Sir Loras Tyrell have the command instead. Jaime considers that gelding Osmond and sending him to the wall. Wow! Hey, he should be Lord Commander. I should cut his balls off. That's a leap. Can we meet halfway? Osmond supports Cersei when she interrogates Grand Maester Pycelle, and the Queen Regent has Osmond stay out of sight for when his brother Osney's accusation of adultery against Marjorie is made public. Cersei and Osney both end up imprisoned by the Faith as well, however. Yeah, her plots sink really quick, and everyone pretty much goes to gets tossed in the dungeon by the High Sparrow. Trading his white cloak for a black one? Period or question mark. Osmond and Osfried are thrown into the dungeon by Sir Kevin Lannister when Cersei falsely admits to bedding all three. She's only beds two of them. Maybe we don't know. Yeah, maybe. Now, yeah. Cersei falsely admits to bedding all three of the Kettleblack brothers. The Lord Regent plans to send them to the wall if they plead guilty. If they plead not guilty, they will face Sir Robert Strong in trial by combat, which is just death. Okay, I'm going to say right now, there's a lot of similarities for all the brothers, so I have to repeat a lot of sentences. But yeah, that was Osmond. That's going to be our longest one. Man, he's a White Cloak. Our fourth White Cloak we ever covered. If you haven't checked out Oswell, They're Dead, part 1 of Kettleblack Week, go do that. Came out a couple days ago. Now, this is part 2. We have part 3 coming in, and then part 4 for all 4 Kettleblacks. Now, say it with me. Don't trust somebody with a hook nose.